Hi all, my name is Vaishnavi. I'm currently pursuing MBA in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. This is the first video assignment of subject Global HRM, and the topic is role of culturing in IHRM. First, let us know the definition of IHRM. Firstly, the IHRM stands for International Human Resource Management. The definition is like managing human resource in an international context. Importance of culture in IHRM, influences on HR policies and practices. The main objective of IHRM is to explore how culture shapes IHRM and the strategies and operations are taken place in international way by recruiting or selecting a person. Understanding culture. The culture is a shared value, beliefs, and norms within a group. The culture keeps changing from region to region and even from state to state. The main components of culture is language, traditions, customs, and social behavior. The culture change because of the language they speak and the traditions they follow, and even the like the way they are brought up from the so that thing also may impact of their culture. Even the next thing is the cultural framework. The main cultural frameworks have two dimensions, that is Hofstede's cultural dimensions and Trompier's cultural dimensions. Cultural impact on recruitment and selection, like how the cultural impact while recruiting or selecting the person for a particular job. Influence of culture, local versus global talent preference. For some particular job, the local talent is only preferable, but for some particular job, the global talent is required. So here here influence of culture takes place. Then the cultural fit, importance in hiring decision. While hiring a person, we should be carefully hired, because we should see whether the person is fit for the job, or whether he will do the justification for his position. Recruitment practices, adapting to local norms and expectations. Cultural impact on training and development. The training methods are adapting training to cultural learning styles. Development programs, tailoring career development to cultural expectations. Cross cultural training, importance for expertise and global teams. Cultural impact on performance management. Performance criteria, cultural difference in defining and measuring the performance. Like while we measure the performance of one person to the another person, the cultural difference and the way the one person perform and the other person perform is completely different. Feedback mechanism, direct versus indirect feedback styles. There are two, like we can go with direct or indirect in feedback styles. Appraisal systems, adapting to cultural sensitivities. Cultural impact on compensation and benefits. Compensation expectations. Cultural varieties in pay structure and benefits. Equity and fairness. Cultural prescription of fairness in compensation. Localization versus standardization. Balancing global policies with local practices. Cultural impact on employee relations. Communication style. High context versus low context communication. Mainly the communication barrier occurs. Some will speak very officially and some don't speak. Here the communication barriers takes place. Conflict resolution. Cultural approaches to resolve disputes. Employee engagement. Cultural factors influencing motivation and loyalty between the employees. Managing cultural diversities. The main challenges are cultural misunderstanding, biases, and conflicts. Strategies for success. Cultural compensations, inclusive policies, and diversity training. Example, successful cultural integration is multinational teams. I hope you understood this topic. Thank you.